Use less rudder. It's a term I hear a lot when I'm coaching, but what does it actually mean, and should we be using a better term? A rudder, if used incorrectly, can definitely slow a boat down quite a lot. So in this video, what I want to have a look at is how you should use it, give you a couple of golden rules to stick to whenever you're trying to steer and to maintain speed, and also look at a couple of misconceptions that people have when they hear terms such as use less rudder or don't use your rudder to steer. There are three things that will steer a boat. There is the balance, there are the sails, and there's the rudder. If you're using the rudder, try to use the sails and the balance as well. Definitely don't contradict what you're doing with the rudder with the balance and the sails. You'll lose flow across it. Your boat will slow down a lot. That's golden rule number one. Golden rule number two is when you're changing direction, don't change the angle of the rudder suddenly. Okay, so let's have a look at this in practice. So first example here is of me bearing away. To bear away, I've let the sail out, I've heeled the boat over to windward, and then I'm also using the rudder to get round the corner. And you can see in the middle, I'm actually using quite a lot of rudder, but that's okay because all the boat's equipment is working together and I haven't suddenly changed the angle of the rudder. Right, second example, going into a tack, you'll notice the heel is working well, but really look at the angle of the rudder. It's gradually being pushed away, and then once I've gone through the tack, it's gradually being straightened up. And it's actually that change of angle, even from pushed away to straighten. If you do that too quickly, it's going to ruin the flow across the rudder and going to slow you down. Now, a few common misconceptions I come across, and the biggest one is the idea that if someone says don't use the rudder to steer, that means keep it in the middle. If you keep the rudder in the middle while you're using the balance and the sails to try to steer the boat, actually what you're doing is using the rudder to keep the boat going in a straight line. The boat will actually steer the rudder, and you need to allow that to happen. The second misconception I come across is that you can't actually use a lot of rudder. You can, providing stick to the golden rules. You're using balance, you're using the sails, and you introduce the amount that you're using gradually. So in summary, when you are wanting to steer, use all the boat's equipment to help you steer. Use balance, sails, and the rudder all together, all coordinated together. And when you are using the rudder, be gentle with that change of angle. As long as you stick to those, then you won't be slowing your boat down. Okay, get out, give that a try. Good luck.